Sabuka, Livingston, Chipata, Chinsali, Kasama, Mansa, Solwezi, and Mongu. Feel free to interact with us and let us know where you are watching from. Only on your Top Star Decoders Channel 91, Sun FM TV. Radio Gone Rogue. Radio Gone TV.
Good morning. Let's get to around the world news for this particular Thursday morning. My name is Paul Kasanda, and of course we dive into where we are breaking the ice from. We are heading to the Gaza side of life. All right, now shots were fired. Points have been distributed so far. However, reporters wanted to know about shots being fired at the IDF. There was apparently at least warning shots being fired. One asked, well, yes, Hamas still has weapons. Hamas is in a situation, of course, if they had released the hostages and put down their weapons, but they refused. Bruce replied. Gaza administration claimed that the IDF opened live fire on starving civilians, while the Israeli side admitted that soldiers fired warning shots. Now, Bruce was also asked about Chancellor Friedrich Merz's comments about the US, UK, France, and Germany all lifting restrictions on long-range strike. He was referring to previous decisions. I'm not going to discuss that. No, I'm not going to confirm that. Previous decisions. I'm not going to discuss that. No, I'm not going to confirm that, she replied. On Moscow's reaction to Trump's comments on social media, where the US president called Vladimir Putin crazy and the Kremlin described Trump as emotional, Bruce replied, I'm not going to speak about the president's emotions, but I think one reason why he was elected with the mandate last year is that we can all relate to him.
Certain NGOs and the UN. It is unfortunate because the issue here is getting aid to Gazans. And then suddenly it moves into complaints about style or administration. And being opposed to getting food and aid, as we've demonstrated here, is happening and will continue to happen because someone might feel left out, is, I think, the height of hypocrisy. What I do know is that the people on the ground now, as the number I told you, I think is rather significant, 460 reason whatsoever. And that Vladimir Putin does not realize is that if it weren't for me, lots of really, really bad things would have already happened in Russia, and I mean really bad. He's playing with fire.
Sorry,
yes.
One quick follow-up, Tammy. The Germans say the U.S. has lifted all of its restrictions on the use of long-range weapons. Can you confirm that, and when was that?
And I'm not going to discuss that. No, I'm not going to confirm that.
On that memorandum for peace that Russia's supposed to be coming up with?
Response to the president's tweets calling it quote-unquote emotional.
Oh. Yes, well, I'm not going to speak about the president's emotions, but I think one reason why he was elected with a mandate last year is that we can all relate to him. He's transparent, he's doing something, and is determined to stop those things. We've heard his remarks about all of this, clearly indicating a personal interest in the nature of what is occurring. Every nation should take seriously, and does, who's coming in. So, if you
All right.
What we are telling Kenyans and the government of Kenya is that we have been, just injustice has been mooted against